to talk about your gear or your harness, and that is what you put on the mule so that you can drive the carriage. I know it looks like a lot, but in a matter of time, you'll be an expert at it. So we're going to go over the pieces of your harness now and then show you how to dress your mule. So the first part of your harness is your headstall. In horseback riding, it would be called a bridle. The part that goes on the mule's head, and then you have a bit that goes in their mouth. This is a standard Liverpool bit, and it's used in professional carriage driving from competition to pleasure. So we all use the Liverpool bits here at Royal Carriage. Your next piece of equipment is called the brush pull. This goes over the mule's head and sits right in front of their withers, which is the connection between their neck and their back at the top of their shoulder. This part down here goes across their chest area. Attached to that is what is called a trace or a tug. This long line here, which will eventually be attached to the single tree of the carriage and keeps the mule attached to your carriage. If you don't use a breast pull, you can use what's called a collar. A collar is often used when you're going to be driving a heavier carriage, such as the stretch. A collar goes over the mule's neck or around the mule's neck, and it's secured with something that's called a haint. The haint goes on top of the collar like this. I know it looks cumbersome, but it's really not. And you have the same thing. You have your tugs or your traces, that long piece of leather that goes to the single tree of the carriage and attaches to the carriage. One of the most important parts of your gear is what is known as your saddle and your breeches. The saddle, just like a saddle in horseback riding, goes right over the top of the mule's back, and it's attached to what's called the breeches. The breeches sit over the rump of the mule, and that keeps the, this is for holding your lines, the shafts. These are called shaft holders or stirrups, and the shaft of the carriage goes through the shaft holder and holds the carriage in balance with your gear. You have your lines. They're quite long, 15 feet, I think, 20 feet long, pieces of leather. This is your steering wheel, basically. This is how you're going to drive the mule. And last but not least, and probably one of your most important pieces of gear, is your diaper bag. This is has to be on the back of the mule. It attaches to the breeches area, and that is what catches the manure when your mule decides he has to do his business while he's out on the street. So those are the basic parts of your gear, and in the next video we're going to show you how to actually put it on your mule.